I'm more good with harmonies than anything else.
Okay.
Yeah, Kadi harmony, I'm strong. Even something Soweto himself knows. Because we've been friends for quite some time.
Yeah, I saw the picture also on
Yeah,
Facebook.
yeah. We've been friends for quite some time, so there's always been a back and forth. Because I've always loved that. That's why I will inspiration. Inspiration I got like the group, the Manhattans.
Oh
The
yeah,
Commodores.
yeah.
So from there, even choral, I studied that concept of how to do harmonies, how to do melodies. That's where choral comes to play, and also the reading, music.
Yeah, because a lot of people don't know.
Yeah, the reading music.
Yeah.
When you do sync licensing, scoring for shows.
Film scoring,
Yeah, when you do film scoring, they actually, if you want to win Grammys, they require you to convert whatever you create, go through to loop, into that type of tonal stuff, so that an orchestra can.
Welcome to the Tona podcast. Welcome to the Tona podcast with your boy Tulani Tona. What's the matter? 1306 Bongs Dinsa.
All is well. It's cold, but all is well.
All is well, ne?
Yeah. Get back to default settings.
Okay, guys, before we start the show, please like, share, subscribe, and also hit the
Notification bar
so that you can be
informed every time we drop an episode.
So, guys, today we have, how Thomas Krala, this is one of the legends. Not the ancestor, but legend.
Yeah. Nice.
One of the legends is Amogasi. We have the flyest, Lamona, with the own brand.
Oh, yeah.
We have the dopest in terms of like vocals, production, composition, whatever Raimangle Shin. Guys, this guy is a vocalist. This guy is a producer. He's a former Kaizer Chiefs fan.
You had to take it there.
Because I'm a Pirates fan.
Okay.
Yeah. Did I leave anything out?
Music director, record label owner. Yeah, a music connoisseur with respect to the law. Yeah, that's me.
Okay, guys.
Anything else reliable?
Guys, I'm talking about the one and only Decency. Yeah. So, Braga, like a brief intro of who you are.
Okay.
Whom are you?
Real name Khaogelo Sema Hansoing.
Yeah.
Decency is a given name for the music business part of things. I'm Shimana Stumbatera, when you stand. I'm born here, went to school here. I did everything here, and I still do it. In a way, I still do it here. Because the studio is here. So, musician. That's pretty much it. I'm a musician, a former lover of music who turned into a creator of music.
Wow.
That's my story. Yeah.
Okay, so when did you start making music?
I think it's safe to say I started making music probably Gavoma 2004, 5. Or probably 3. It's tough to remember because it's been so long. But the actual creation of music, if I'm telling you that, the DAW that I used is FL3, it can tell you. If you check the history of it's that's when I was using it. It's probably about 2003, 2004. So I've been doing music since then, and by doing I mean like the actual creation, the producing and songwriting, falling in love with that. I started in those years. All along, it's almost like my life has always been driven by the idea of Mutoto music, because all check I go school creaking. I'm a Lutheran child.
Okay.
So I went to school for music, but not conventional school.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't study music, but my life and my surroundings were all about music. From go school to go kreke, local high. Yeah, everything about me has been music all along.
Yeah. So we all know, or like, you can't just start making music. There has to be like influences.
Yes.
So who are those figures who influenced you?
So in the songwriting and producing part of things, I would say my brothers are more responsible for introducing me to the type of music that led me to studying the songwriting and composition. Now I'm a child of the old school.
Okay.
If you come to any of my studios, you'll find me listening to the OJs, the Manhattans, the Wind and Fire, the Spinners. That's the stuff that inspired me.
Yeah.
After listening to that, I was like, man, I can write music, I can, so I studied that. My inspirations is on that. The Commodores, the Spinners.
Frank Sinatra.
Thank you.
Anita Baker.
Old.
Sure.
Yeah, Marvin Gaye and all of that. So if you listen to even my production, it's super soulful.
Yeah.
It's testimony to the fact that, I am inspired by that sound. Yeah, even the songwriting.
And then any local artist? South African?
Oh, South African?
Yeah.
Yeah, there is, but they still also fall under the old school.
Oh, okay,
yeah. Miriam Makeba, for example.
Yeah.
The power couple, I like calling them the power couple. They definitely, Kefas Semiali, Le Mama Leta. Those type of sounds. Stimela.
Repeat.
Yeah, but wow, those are the people that inspired me heavily. So those type of sounds get one that inspire most of what I do.
Okay. Why don't you have an album, bro? Because we say cheaty. This guy, like, a legend, the mara, like, an album.
Does he really make music? Yeah.
Yeah. Once one, like, what has that Mars? You remember Mars 2014?
Oh, yeah.
Just featured only, like, only feature.
Okay, so the reason why that's the case is because there was a point in my life when I started understanding music from a business perspective.
Okay.
Where I had to make a decision at a young age. Luckily for me, I think I was blessed with that thing. I'm very curious. So that is why I know most of what I know. It's because I did extensive research when it comes to the business here, music, and all that. And I realized what was the missing thing in terms of my portfolio.
Okay.
In terms of what I have and what I don't have and what I truly need. And at the forefront, it was money that I did not have, right?
Yeah.
To finance my music. If you didn't know, like, your music needs a lot of financing.
Yeah, a lot,
Yeah. And I learned that from a young age. And with some of the people that I was working with, we strategized, and I came up with the concept that, you know what? The best way is to associate myself with the people that I know have the record deals, they have the money, they have the contracts, but I need to be smart about it. Not signing under anybody, instead collaborating or featuring with everybody. So back then, I would work with specific brands, to feature on their songs and just take my royalties, not ask for any feature fee or anything like that. It was a strategy. Okay. So it became a norm to a point where I was featured by everybody. We're talking about DJ 40, we're talking works about DJ Cleo, works about DJ Choice. A lot of people, some international brands as well in the old school house department, because that's where from shifting from hip hop to house music. I started working with particular people. Baba Nalinchele they who push the music. Because I didn't have my own money to push my own project. It has become a norm to a point where I am right now. And it's so difficult being somebody who knows almost any type of sound, any type of music, can do anything. When you sit down, only one, you find yourself in a position of, okay, what kind of music should I make? What genre should I make? So it's been a stress thing in my head. That's why I don't have an album or anything like that. I didn't necessarily understand what it is I would want to do in terms of my own work. That's why I don't have an album.
I think so often music once, but like we forget the why. Why music? Why not football? Why not be an engineer? Why not be a pastor? Because of why music?
Ish, you know, it's gonna be difficult for me to explain it, but I think I'm born for that. I think the best way to explain it would be I'm born for that because it has always attracted me. Not everything about my life. I've been a loner for the longest time. I've been a solo person for the longest time. And the only way I could express myself is through melodies and music. I take music in a super spiritual form. You know, it's a super spiritual form because I feel like you've been given a language that can literally touch the spirit.
Yeah.
Melodies can touch a person's spirit.
Yeah,
so you need to be careful also what you say on songs. I'm an advocate for that.
Yeah.
Hence tracks like Boshumayela.
Yeah.
People don't even know that that's a gospel song, but it's a piano song. You know?
Yeah.
So I'm advising people, or listen, you must like be careful what you say on a song because you're literally gonna touch people's hearts.
Yeah.
So I guess
Sure.
music. So the reason why it's music is because I'm in sync with that. It's my life, it's my everything. That's why even today it's my business. I don't do anything else.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jay, another question.
Oh yeah. Yeah, right now we are the generation when Muchibusani, before it could be built, we are the strugglers of that school. We were the ones. I'm part of the ones by Longor Bakawan Situele Fatloham to form Muchibusani.
The forefathers.
Yeah. So when Muchibusani was opened, I was doing a crazy poem.
Sure.
You know, thanking Transnet for the school and all of that.
Oh yeah, it was sponsored by Transnet.
Yeah. Transnet is responsible for building that school.
Yeah.
You know? So Muchibusani, that's where I think the singing part of me was discovered by mistake, I think. I got pissed co-lining. Most of the time so they were delaying and I just burst into song. And then that's where now the beginning of me and engaging in choral music Koskolong started. I remember even every single part of it. That's how crazy this thing is. All those years, but I still remember Sono.
Yeah, also like
you know, Sono is the one who pretty much, it's safe to say, discovered and tried to nurture. You know, our teachers literally didn't know anything about music. They just guessed.
Oh, yeah.
You know, they didn't necessarily come to work for music per se.
Yeah,
you understand? So, but the bit that she did, it really elevated me because now it channeled me to now focus on myself on a musical point of view. Crazy enough, I was conducting even kids, killing a kid. You know, same story. I was conducting a choir. I taught kids, my peers at the time, I taught them an entire song. After
oh yeah, hey,
TJ. Mr. Tiani gave up. Mr. Tiani gave up on our choir that year. I forgot what year it was. And now with the background of so the Lutheran Church, this thing about the Lutheran Church is that
okay.
So kopelo when you open it, inali didn't know too. So the opera, inali mafoko thing, and then inali like the notes,
sure.
the do re mi fa so
Sure.
So that's how I studied the reading and writing of music in that regard. Yeah. So what you're saying, you saw it. So if utlabo meheba opela bari moya moche you see the note to mi fa. That's how I learned how to read the note. So I took that and took it to school. So that's how. So reading the note to it's effortless for me.
Did you also sing Dudu Baba like Go Mem song? Like
no.
There was a song
Africans. I'm not gonna lie, I don't remember the song school. It's a primary.
Yeah.
It's a high school because that's when focus in anything.
Okay.
You mentioned a lot of like the choir background. So the question is, Motoago, how much of it did you drink?
Oh yeah.
You drank a lot of music. Sure. You drank a lot. Type. Version I drank a lot of that because especially got the vision I did choral, choir, and then I also did solo solo tsa tenor, trio. I think, well, I don't know if it still stands, but we are the only, myself and 2 other ladies, we are the only people who have ever won a trophy for Defushe till today.
Wow.
I don't know if they ever won, but we were the ones who won, the only one. Really 3. Ki Jackie, hona le ngwana wa ke Jackie ka mo rona ka mo. Le Pontsha wa ka mo dilo. We won. Yeah, ne really trio.
Okay.
And so we won.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, motswako go win.
Yeah, sure. And also like when this thing, you're a lot of job go like competition and stuff.
Yeah.
So bro, I want to know like how, like what is the significance of like a choir for a vocalist?
So the significance of a choir is that you get to learn how to be, how many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4 people in one.
Wow, okay.
How do I mean? You can hear sister opera soprano, opera alto. You can study from them, okay, harmonies.
Okay.
Harmonies, the coming together of multiple notes or keys.
Yeah.
You know, the significance for me anyway.
Yeah.
Now I was super inquisitive. Now I was curious. Like for the most part, I would sing like Leke Baruta. I was able to sing soprano, alto. Okay, bass was the one in Impala, but I would sing all of that as I teach them. You understand? Okay. So for me, it taught me because now I'm my own the soil. I'm my own.
Yeah. I
don't need. I don't need anybody to back me up on songs or anything like that. I especially like, to be honest with you, if I'm being honest with myself, I'm more good with harmonies than anything else.
Okay.
Yeah, Kadi harmony, I'm strong. Even something Soweto himself knows. Because we've been friends for quite some time.
Yeah, I saw the picture also.
Yeah. We've been friends for quite some time, so there's always been a back and forth. Because I've always loved that. That's why I will inspiration. Inspiration I got like the group, the Manhattans, the Commodores. So from there, even choral, I studied that concept or how to do harmonies, how to do melodies. That's where choral comes to play, and also the reading music.
Yeah, because a lot of people don't know.
Yeah, the reading music.
Yeah.
When you do sync licensing, scoring for shows.
Film scoring,
Yeah, when you do film scoring, they actually, if you want to win Grammys, they require you to convert whatever you create, go through to loop, into that type of tonal stuff, so that an orchestra can play whatever it is. You understand? So if you really want to,
the movies.
If you really want to go big, you would want to study the reading of music in that sense. Yeah, because more elite.
And then, bro, I want to know, is it true, like, I guess we'll give you this thing, fat ladies, like, more than, slenders. Apparently, like, fat ladies, like, that's why it's not over until the fat lady sings.
It's not scientific, but like,
I know it's a lung thing. We believe or a big boned people or something like that. Big boned people are the ones who can carry more air.
Okay.
That's all. It's not necessarily a matter of they can sing better or anything like that. But a lady with less, I don't want to sound, but a lady with less fat is not able to carry a note longer. That's why you check most of them. But now that thing has changed. It doesn't matter anymore.
I remember Mariah Carey was like,
record
of like the highest note or something like that.
Yeah, it was a belief longer enough for me. I don't think it's
but also, bro,
I don't know. I think it also goes back happy more that inquisitive nature. My studying of music has put me in a position where I don't want anybody to believe or you can't do something in music, So I know that notion. Maybe back then got opera music, yes, but now I don't think so. Because opera requires you, it puts you under pressure. Opera music, so they believe to Baba,
While the singing, do you like, do you think like is it skill or is it talent, and can one better themselves? I'm sorry, because sometimes on other voice, but you can't sing. I can make sense.
It makes
Sometimes you don't have the voice, but you can better notes. I get it.
Okay. Is it skill or is it talent? It is talent that requires skill, I guess, at some point. Yeah, there's people who believe you are born with this. But I believe that I can try to teach somebody who believes that they cannot sing.
Okay. Oh, okay.
I believe I can with a bit of. It requires fellow and overly concentration. If anything, Auto-Tune should tell you guys that anything is possible. Auto-Tune should tell you that anything is possible. So, it's one is born with it, right? But it still has to be dug out. In order for you to understand most of how things are done in it, because that's my story. I can't say I was born crying in my mother's womb. No offense to anybody.
But we know the story.
I can't say that. But I know that at some point I had to go through processes in order for me to even know that I can sing. You understand? At some point you're gonna have to. That's why there's schools for singers and all of that. You can do it. And if if we are being honest, go crying. Some people cannot really sing. But they sound amazing when they are together. You understand? So anything is possible in this day and age. I personally, I have this thing at the back of my head because I always challenge music, always. So I have this thing where I can take somebody who believes they can't sing and try to teach them how to sing.
Okay.
It might take time, but yeah.
Sure. Which artist would you say like this one is talented and then this one is skillful or skilled?
This one is talented and this one is skilled.
Yeah.
What are we looking at? Are we looking at vocals?
Yeah, vocals. Because there's this thing, Barry, like they were talking about Beyonce, and then I think Alicia Keys.
Okay.
They said like Alicia Keys is like talented.
Yeah. Actually, that's a perfect one. Yeah. Skill and talent. Beyonce is talented.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. They said she was skilled.
In a way,
they said she was skilled.
Yeah, they said she was skilled, and then Alicia is talented.
Okay.
Do you agree with that notion?
I don't know. I think it's the other way around.
Sure.
I honestly think it's the other way around. However, there is this thing, one of them, I'm not going to say who, but one of them songs are written for them. And the other one, the other one's songs are, she writes her own songs.
And she plays keys.
Yeah. So I guess it's true. So I guess it's true.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, bro. Can you give me like a top 5 of like your favorite vocalists? Let's start with like locally, like Hamaskral.
Local Hamaskral.
Yeah.
Wait. In no particular order. Top 5.
Sure.
Hamaskral.
Yeah.
We have there's a guy by the name of Nixon, but he's one of the legends as well.
Oh, okay.
Nixon Pala.
Yeah.
Nixon is dangerous.
Yeah.
He's amazing. Like Adi High knows without Katlamal. There is man, I was working with him recently. I love him so much, that boy. Waka Ching vocals.
Oh,
Ching.
Ching.
Ching is incredible, and I love that Ching understands the business of music. He's the only kid that I've met in Mokase Ronaldo, or when you speak with him, that boy understands the business. Even when you look at his Spotify, like the way things are structured, and this is before he could join that brand. Like everything, he knows everything. Like when you speak with him, he tells you stuff, and you're like, oh man, it was so nice to see.
Shout out to him because he was groomed by him.
And then there's a boy that used to be under, I'd like to believe in a way he's still under my brand, because I love him so much. It's Pure Volks.
Oh, it's Pure Volks, yeah.
That's not, for me, that's number 1.
Number 1, Joe.
I think it's safe to say that. Yeah, now that I think about it, I'm like, that boy is so that boy. I think I mentioned 3, ne?
Yeah.
And then there's a friend of mine, a good friend of mine I come with a long way. Aini.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a guy interesting. Barke Aini. amazing. Yeah, he's got this unique voice, incredible voice. So it would be Annie, and then who else? To be honest, I haven't heard anyone else. I would say then, no offense, but definitely, I guess it's save the best for last. Kali.
Oh, Kali, yeah.
Kali. So the Kachin voice, they're
yeah.
dangerous. Having spoken with them and sat with them, those boys are very good. They're very talented. So that would be my.
And then also like Soul Man.
Soul Man. I don't think I know.
Soul Man is a yes. Line up with
no, it's only
Wait, Soul Man, I know Soul Man. Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. I haven't really heard a lot from him, so yeah.
I love Line. So in the industry.
In the industry where the
whole world
show. Ha.
No, let's add not SAI, the whole world die.
Let's start with SAI. Malay.
Yeah, Malay's nice.
There's Malay.
Stepchild.
Yes. Yeah, I have to think thoroughly and be careful.
Yeah, you have.
There's a lady by the name of Melo B. Jones. She's a good friend of mine.
Yeah.
Melo B. Jones is also incredible. You'll check her out. I don't think most people have come to realize. Melo B. Jones. Okay. Obviously something Soweto for obvious reasons. Okay, I have to dig. Kitrine. Who else, man? Ish.
Thank you so much. Why?
Of course, I mean, okay.
Like that's my go-to. That's my
okay, yes, you're sorry. Thank you so much, right, for sure.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, right, definitely. There's also Sky Wonder.
Oh yeah, Sky Wonder.
Yeah, there's a lady by the name of Sky Wonder. And people don't know that Sky Wonder also used to rap.
Yeah, I've heard.
Yo, she was dangerous. Nagoye Resaspana Tata Le Hype magazine.
Yeah.
I got to learn of her.
Oh,
yeah. Those are my top 5.
Okay, and then I don't know into that.
Internationally, there's a white lady by the name of Yeba.
Yeba, yeah.
Oh, okay.
There's Yeba. Lala Hathaway.
Yeah, the daughter of Donny Hathaway.
Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, Donny Hathaway. Bro, look at the music. What is Donny Hathaway, bro?
Okay.
And I love you in a place where there's no space or time.
Yeah.
That was my pickup line.
Yeah, and then there's yeah. And then there's Gregory Porter. Gregory Porter is just
1961.
Yeah. Gregory Porter. I would say Anderson .Paak.
Yeah, and this
Anderson
.Paak is
drums.
Yeah, Anderson .Paak. Le o Aspanel le na o bargema.
Aspanale Anderson.
Bargema banally a joint.
Oh, Bruno Mars.
Bruno Mars.
Yeah, Bruno Mars.
I'd say also Bruno Mars.
Yeah.
There's a lot more.
Yeah, there is.
Internationally, there's a lot more. I could probably mention 20.
Would you say, like, in terms of vocalists, would you say, like, they stand a chance against us? Like,
who?
US, like the international market?
Nah, they don't.
They don't, bro.
But not a good PR.
They don't.
Yeah, bro. Like, if you listen to, like, bro.
You know what I think? I think, man, you can't mess with spiritual people in music.
Yeah.
You can't do that. Hence, Olivella, like, most of the time, we inspire the living hell out of those people.
Yeah, we do.
Afrobeat, and now piano as well is going in.
Yeah.
Like, Africans just have this thing, man. And those people are trying to get that.
Yeah.
If you think
they don't have the
culture. They just have a way.
Yeah.
And there's a difference between them and us. Us, we do things on our own. We write our own songs.
Yeah.
We do all of that. Those people have a team.
Yeah.
Written by Pina 4.
Sure.
You understand? So they have an entire team. So there's a lot that goes into them doing music.
Yeah.
And Rona is just a spiritual thing. You wake up and You go wild.
I mean, like Bubusim Klongo, like some
My
of
man,
them,
like
you think we're getting bro. It's crazy.
Oh, sorry, hey, I made a mistake. Africa,
Sure.
Fela Kuti.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, Fela Kuti.
The apparently like you're not the creator of Africa.
He is. No doubt. If you listen to his music, who else do you know that has a 30-minute song?
Yeah.
That man has a song. Yeah, 30 minutes.
And he had how many wives? 16.
Yeah.
16 wives.
His band is his sons, his nephews and nieces. Literally.
Yeah.
He only performed at his house.
Yeah.
At the top is the home. Kotla says the shrine. I still want to visit the shrine in Nigeria.
Yeah.
So if you wanted to see Fela Kuti, you have to get on a plane and go to that place, the shrine. That's the only place you would see him.
Wow.
For the most part. Bana ba hae ne ba dlala di trumpet, di tlolo, ba dlala di drum. Bende o family o tlene razak. You know, that's how crazy that man is. I look up to that man. I study him every single day, even now. Yeah.
Okay. Jay, what's up? Okay, bro, let's talk about the music business now.
Okay.
Kuto Gary terms, and then please define them for us.
Hopefully I know all of them.
Yeah, Aratomega publishing. What is publishing?
So publishing is I would define publishing as the responsibility of protecting your work before releasing it.
Oh, okay.
So publishers are they represent a part of your career where somebody's speaking on behalf of your music. They find work for your music. Yeah, that's pretty much how I define publish. So a publisher speaks on your behalf. Make sure once you're done with the music, we check first if the music is registered and it's protected, and then we try to find work for the music. Meaning some of them go to the length of the different though.
Yeah.
One publisher is responsible, like I know for example Sony. Yeah, Sony, they don't do this thing music or radio. Their job is to strictly protect your rights on the music. That's it. That's all they do. Then you have my publisher who goes the extra mile. He literally goes as far as getting work for the music.
Which one is this one?
You Thought Music Enterprise. You Thought.
Okay.
So I've been with You Thought since 2009.
Wow.
We have done so many things, and it's crazy because the owner of You Thought is a former legendary rapper. But you guys wouldn't know him. Specs. Do you know a guy by the name of Specs? Thank you very much. Specs, he actually recently told me that Nota is his cousin. When we see Ammunition, do you know Ammunition?
Yeah,
cousin to him. Yeah, Specs was a huge thing.
Hip-hop royalty.
Yeah, those are legends. So a publisher is responsible for protecting your rights on the music.
Okay, and then
Split sheets. Agreement form. Let's call it an agreement form. Split sheets is where now the publishing rights are shared.
Okay.
Yeah, publishing rights are royalties.
Okay.
Right? So that's what. Yeah. So it's complicated, I know. So royalties fall under publishing because what happens is a publisher is responsible for protecting the rights.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they release. Happy publishing is releasing of music.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
So I would say a split sheet is where now we learn and then okra percentage wise. It's an agreement between artists, right?
Yeah.
Where the composer, the creator of the beat, sometimes you need to understand that sometimes you find that on a beat there's more than one person.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
So we have to agree. We are 4 on the song. Some people made the beat. Some people wrote the song.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So now we need to agree out of 100% who gets what. And fairly, it would be nice if it makes things easy if we split that accordingly.
Yeah.
25%, 25%.
Okay.
So a split sheet shows that an agreement is there that shows who owns rights to the song.
Okay.
It's a very important thing, by the way. Kids don't know anything about
it. Guys,
publishing. Publishing. that's where we see who owns how much on the song, royalty wise.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a split sheet. It's important. This is something that you would want to immediately after the song is done.
Yeah.
And we know who did what. Immediately after, on that day the song is done, we sign that thing.
Okay, but wait, like into like the nitty
Gritties.
Yeah, once what? So if say Kenna just bonds, I'm signed to a label.
Yes.
Yes. I do a song where another tone. That's roughly 33.3333.
Yeah.
So in terms of that, like I get maybe time I get signed to a label.
Yeah.
And get obviously the work AKK producer. No, it's under that label.
It's under that label.
I can assign to that label.
Yes.
So in that 33%, is it mine alone or share a label?
If you are signed under a record label, the record label is responsible for telling you as the artist how much you get.
Or from that 33%?
From that from your percentage on the entire project.
Oh, okay.
Right? Yeah. So if ordinarily too we are coming from outside and you want us on the song, your label has no right to even interfere with anything that has to do with us.
Oh, okay.
Right? Yeah. They focus on your thing. So bona after Ronaldo and Nari agree on the percentage. Ne? Bona they focus on your percentage from that song.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yeah,
that's how it works. Normally that's how we're supposed to do it. You see? But then there's also this dangerous thing here. Unfortunately, have you noticed that in this day and age what people do now, they no longer work like before. Studio or now people are buying their own studios, right? So that's where now we still have to focus or there's also masters again. Yeah, that's a totally different light. That's the thing that people make a mistake with. There's a difference between masters and publishing rights. There's a huge difference. Masters have to do with the actual, how do I explain it? Song, the recording of the song, where the song was recorded. You know? The person who literally owns the masters is the person who's responsible for bringing everybody together.
And also the computer or the studio.
The computer in the studio. You understand?
Bro, before we are cool, and I'm sorry because clearly, I was watching this other episode with DJ Cleo. Where's DJ Cleo? And actually, guys, the people that own the masters are the parents.
The
parents who
know why he said
that for the kids.
Yes, shout
the
out to him.
And the food.
Shout out to him. Yes, it's true. It's true. You know why?
Sure.
Because you see these terms, they get us into trouble. How do they do that? Like you, when you have your own studio at home, you don't realize that you're already a record label. You think record labels just because they are registered then it's all nothing important. But you yourself in your studio at home, if you have your own workstation and then music, there's a lot that goes into that. And it's true. I mean, you don't, most of the time, I know for a fact I don't buy electricity at home. When I use my studio I don't buy electricity.
Sure.
And trust, like, here's an interesting fact. What I did from a young age, I registered my mother as part and parcel of the receivers of royalties, a percentage of my royalties. Understand? She's not even aware of this. Maybe she'll know now. But I did that. Took her idea, took everything. My mother's a musician, but she doesn't know. She's a registered musician. But it also helped me because then I avoided in terms of my Jitamokasi thinking I have a lot of money and stuff like that from royalties. I would say, how on that studio is recording Mama Zala?
Sure.
You know that, right? Studios are getting Saga Samadon is recording Mama Zala.
Sure.
You know, so she owns everything basically. Well, she owns everything. So it's true. What DJ Cleo said, it's true. I owe a lot to that man. That man is part and parcel of the people that taught me the business of music in his own weird way.
Okay, Jay.
You know?
So the split sheet. But what's the exercise? And do they have to be registered or like studio side?
No. You don't have to be registered. A split sheet is not science fiction, guys. It's just a piece of paper that shows an agreement. There's no special writing. It doesn't have to be a special writing.
Or you can even
you can simply you can draft it yourself. You just say, we consent to the fact that we are the four of us agree to these terms with respect to splits, percentages of the song, because we are the composers of the song.
Oh, okay.
You understand? It's no science fiction. You don't have to. Yes, there are formal ones that are out there. You can literally download it.
Yeah.
But it's a piece of paper. When I did a song, Major League DJs.
Sure.
You know what they sent me? It's columns. It hasn't. It's not even. It doesn't even write anything. It's columns, and then we write what we call an ISRC code. Pretty much a code.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a code for tracking your song.
Okay.
Yeah, we call it an ISRC code. So, it's got the ISRC code. It's got the name Sabandilele Banele. Those are the twins.
Sure.
Who else was there? Abidoza.
Yeah.
And myself, Lebontle Smith.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Lebontle Smith.
She's cute, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah, she's yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, okay, yeah. You know, so it's a piece of paper like that, and that's all you need. You just need to have that piece of paper where everybody has signed, and the percentages are shown.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
that's it. That's a split sheet.
And
You
then,
have to agree on these things.
yeah. And then also when you upload, like, let's say you upload like an album, I'll use like Root Note because it does have that section where like the name of the producer.
Yes.
And, you know, like
Yes,
beat
it
maker,
does.
like everyone must be there.
So do you see how a
Sure.
split sheet makes things easy for you?
Yeah.
Because sometimes when I also, you know, we receive beats. Like I know, I most of the time I receive beats, but I don't know if Mdu TRP, when I made that song with him, who was he with?
Yeah. We let him on beat.
You understand?
Yeah.
So I need to get information from the split sheets on their end in a way, so that I can come and be like, okay, Ukrabukana. There's an agreement. They are composers, beat makers,
Sure.
and then they are the authors.
Sure.
Remember, we account to the author of the song and the beat composer of the song.
Okay.
Those are the people that are important on a song. That is why Rihanna doesn't get percentage songwriting in some songs, because di kwa like Sia. Yeah. Di kwa like Sia. So Sia is the one who gets, you know?
Okay.
So yeah, split sheet is super important in that sense.
Okay, and then what is the difference between a producer and a composer?
So the difference between a producer and composer, it is defined in this way, right? It is defined in this way, Hori. A producer is the person who's responsible for bringing everything together, like maybe paying for the studio, paying for the hospitality on that day, bringing us together, you know, specific people to come together to be in a particular space so that the song can be done.
Okay.
DJ Khaled is a producer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope I don't get into trouble,
Yeah.
but it's the truth. For me,
Sure.
we have to tell it like it is at this point.
Sure.
DJ Khaled is a producer. Dr. Dre is a composer.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You understand? You get it?
Yeah, I know, I get it, yeah.
Dr. Dre is a composer because you will see him. Khaled gets the beats. Yeah, he gets everything together. Yeah, he buys whatever he buys. And yeah, that is okay. Maybe let me not touch on my old histories with choice and whatever. But yeah.
Sure. Okay. Sync licensing.
Sync licensing. Sync licensing is okay. It's a form of license. It's like another contract within the music industry.
Sure.
Okay.
But it has to do with the shows, television, the adverts.
Okay.
The adverts, the movies. What else? The soapies, and you see that music that plays when an advert is on, music that plays when a show is on. Yeah. So a sync license has to do with a production house requesting permission to use your music on their show.
Okay.
Yeah, that's where the money is.
Okay.
I must be honest.
Yeah.
That is where the money is. As somebody who has done work for Bargain, I blew it season 4.
Yeah.
You see the song that starts. Key second chances they show your thing. Maybe it's a second chances. Ki mo banong ba tsayang ba le ba blowing the challenge.
Yeah.
And then Baba Busa to assist them to change their lives.
Sure.
Yeah, old Mutual is involved and all of that. So the intro to that song, I performed it. Now, what do I mean by performing it? Somebody wrote the song.
Sure.
Okay.
Right? And I sang it.
Oh.
Right? And I also am part of the composition of the song, the changing of some of the things.
Okay.
You know? So we did that. Myself and Osman Mkondo, the king. There's also Inganiam.
Okay.
There's a show called Inganiam Mo 161.
Yeah.
Now I saw Gariko in Netflix and whatever now.
Yeah.
I did that. There's shows, so many shows that I did for little advert, little what again? Yo Christmas. There's a show called Yo Christmas on Netflix.
Yo, Christmas.
Yeah.
Is it South African or?
Yes, it's South African.
Okay.
We got songs there and a lot of these Mzansi magic biscope things.
Sure.
Those people have used my a cappella song so many times.
Were you like credited?
No, like I don't understand what we are literally in the process of trying to understand how they operate.
Oh, yeah.
Because there's something called the music library that we do. Ne?
Yeah.
You know, there's songs that are like 1 minute. Now we make songs that are 1 minute and 30.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, those are the songs that we normally take to
Yeah.
for sync licensing and,
Sure.
and all of that. So with sync licensing, you get money to give them permission to use your song for a certain period. They pay you there and then.
Okay.
And that is crazy, man. Like, honestly, it's crazy, man.
Yeah, I've heard.
You know,
Also, who's that guy? Lion King. Mzansi.
Oh, hey.
Like Lena, he
Is
makes
it
a living.
really?
Nanti Goyama
Yeah.
Bagiti, like he,
Yeah.
till this day.
Till this day,
like,
he's
yeah.
coining it from there.
6
because-
figures. Like,
Yeah.
And you also get your royalties, by the way.
yeah.
The more the song plays,
Yeah.
the more. So you can imagine what happens on Netflix.
Yeah.
Go Netflix about
Yes.
the
Yeah.
How many times is that thing played? How many people watch it?
Yeah.
You understand?
It's a lot.
Royalties. Every single, by the way, royalties work in the formula. Every single second counts.
Yeah.
1 second of your song playing on platforms that are, we call them music users.
Yeah.
Radio, television, and all others. And crazy enough, like the Edgar. So I'm gonna go show them.
Yeah, I've heard about that. But do they pay though?
Yes.
But also apparently the DJ, they were supposed to pay something.
Yeah,
like that.
okay, that one is complicated.
Yeah, or DJs
Honestly,
something.
That license, yeah, the DJ, it's a bit complicated. We're still trying to understand how exactly they're trying to put it into perspective. It makes sense, but at the same time, it's like, ish. We don't normally speak too much about it because the details within it. I don't advise any DJ to register for that. Not yet.
Yeah.
Until go tlhaloganyiwa pila ke license e bjalo.
Yeah.
Because ngwana batho o tlo patela di-royalty tse dintši.
Yeah.
No, why complicated? You
But
can
maybe
imagine.
No, I think it would
Yeah.
make sense if, like, you want of payment. If I come to you and say,
Yeah.
"Bro, I need your song. I pay you once.
Yeah.
Once one, and then
No,
I
di teng tseo.
Okay.
That's why hona le batho ba ba reng ba ira di-exclusive.
Oh, what's mix.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, those people buy.
Yeah.
But they
Yeah.
buy music from
Dalos
the actual
also buys.
producer. Yeah,
Yeah.
Dalos.
Oh.
Shout out to Dalos, by the
Sure,
way.
sure,
We are gonna do incredible things with Dalos.
Yeah, it's so like.
Yeah, we are gonna do
the
a
pipeline.
lot of beautiful things. We are moving Dalos out. We want him to perform out there. I'm trying to link him up. He must go to Foslo and show them. I want him to be in that space because he's such a talented
Yeah,
DJ.
he is.
Dangerous,
Yeah,
no?
sure.
So yeah, we're working together, myself and him.
Okay.
So yeah, that's pretty much sync licensing.
Okay.
Yeah, that's where the money is. Yo.
Other times, bro, like the
Okay.
important ones.
You know, I think the best way to explain it would be, I would advise musicians, you know, you need to understand that immediately when you have an MP3 song that you see on your PC and you say, I did that or I'm part of that, you need to understand that's where you are immediately part of the music industry. Doesn't matter if you are famous or you are well known or immediately when you opened that Fruity Loop, that Cubase, that Reason, that Ableton, that bargain,
Reaper.
yeah, whatever,
Yeah.
who create a music, you must know that the business of music in your life starts immediately right there. You need to stop and think. You must stop looking at music in any other way and start looking at it as what we call intellectual property.
Yeah, okay. IP.
Yes, intellectual property, because you literally have a product, right? And you need to sell this product.
Yeah.
You need to patent this product. So the protection of your music with Bosamro Capasso Sampra is you patenting that product of yours, right? Protecting it so that immediately when it moves out of your PC to the world, you know, or anybody can do whatever they want with it. It doesn't matter, you've protected it.
Okay.
It is important. I don't care if you think, oh, now you still have a lot to learn. You trying to market yourself. Hey, you know, Fabato music is free. Free is not as free as you think free is. Nothing is free.
Sure.
Immediately when your song hits the socials, you must understand that it starts generating stuff.
Wow.
Today,
especially now.
now more than ever. Do you know that by virtue of somebody using your song on their video, on Facebook, on TikTok, there's money involved.
Yeah, there's money.
There's royalties involved. You know? So it is important that you guys stop looking at music in any other way. Stop focusing only on gigs. I think that's another thing that is dangerous, that makes people shift away from understanding the business, becoming businessmen in the music. Stop looking at music from the gig. Yes, the gig, they're great. It's now money. It's awesome. But trust me, there's more to it. If they're telling you that 70 years after you die, your royalties still exist, what do you think that is?
Who's that guy, man? Sting. Sting. Do you know that Sting? Like, we are like $1,000 a day.
Do you understand?
And that guy, that simple a Didi.
Abo?
A day, bro.
A day.
And again, in the like late 90s. Even now.
So that is the problem. That is the problem that I've come to experience with working with kids from High. I'm known to be somebody who's ignorant. I don't want to work with people or in.
Yeah.
But I think Jay will also testify to this. Or I literally don't have time to play.
Sure.
I'm super strict with music for the longest time from a young age. If you're not willing, if you want to come into my studio and see yourself recording in my studio, you need to understand first that there's education that's going to take place.
Okay. Sure. Sure.
Before we can enter and I waste my time recording you in my studio, I'm going to educate the living hell out of you. I create businessmen, not musicians, not artists.
Sure.
I create musicians. I create businessmen. I need to know that once you get out of my brand, which is Impartial Craft, that's my label.
Yeah.
Once you get out of there, you become a monster. Everybody fears you. Yo, Dimanwa.
Sure.
It's a business. You can protect yourself. You can get into. I teach you how to read contracts, what to look at, where to go. Because contracts are super dangerous.
Yeah, they are.
You understand? They're super dangerous. Yeah.
No, it's true. All education system, actually, Jawara was
Serious.
I know biology before.
Yeah.
Biology. I know as far as
I remember. Yeah, I was using, I use methods. My methods are very weird. Because I take the most simplest thing and define and try to use it to define to you how you need to move in the music industry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm very practical. The gents, when they came to me, it was more hip hop orientated.
Sure.
I was showing them a simple thing, like a simple log, a tree. You know that theory, I need substance on songs.
Sure.
I was telling them, look, if you're going to talk about that tree, you must talk strictly about that. Don't lie.
Yeah.
Don't lie to us. And rappers lie.
Yeah, they lie.
We know that.
You understand? Rappers
They even
lie.
snitch on themselves.
You understand? They don't have, most of them don't have substance.
Yeah.
Because you take the life of Lil Wayne internationally, somebody who gets Zaka for just being under a label. They give him a crazy load of money. You want to compare yourself with that type of person who gets an advance. Who's going to give you an advance in South Africa? Nobody. So you need to be careful.
Yeah.
That's why most of the people that have made it, for the most part, in the music industry by hip hop, are people of substance.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much how it should be.
I don't blame her every time we hear Jay wants bars.
Yeah.
No, substance important.
No, look at what I'm
But
saying.
also I gotta check, like,
Yeah.
there are those artists Babeda music, like, yes, there's no bars, but there's like substance. That
Yeah.
must be also man, bro.
But they can be bars. but
They can be
it's
bars,
not
you know.
substance.
I don't double
Catch,
go boss of
no, catch my train of thought.
Sure.
This guy there, wait, first day, get over red.
Sure.
First day.
Sure.
We'll give a Jay so easy more red.
Sure.
Ash.
Sure.
One
No,
Yeah.
not like Sahan get about the artist Baba
No.
down it down.
Well,
Down.
When you get a give a gam cooking.
Yeah.
Yeah, color is the industry.
Yeah.
You know, give a Jay so.
Yeah.
I don't want that. I here's a tea bag.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I rap a tea bag.
Sure.
On top.
Yeah.
What are the functions that tea bag after we make some
Yeah. Because if ever you're gonna want to do metaphors and all of that, make it as close as possible to that tea bag. That's why I'm like I use very weird methods, man.
Yeah,
like
sure.
every time, and it's not gonna be like this if anybody else comes.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna use something else.
Sure.
But I need practical stuff. We need now more than ever, especially as people from where we come from and how we have absorbed so much of the rest of the world.
Yeah.
But funny enough, in this day and age, the rest of the world really wants to learn us.
Yeah.
And
Are you gonna-
take that one?
Are you going? So ask yourself this: if now you are blessed with the opportunity to go to the UK, for example, and somebody asks you about yourself, would you be able to tell them enough about yourself, or are you gonna tell them more little the flat the Coco South Africa?
Yeah, chances I will say that. Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
But that's not necessarily what they want to know.
Yeah.
Because
They literally want to know about
Yeah.
Sebe Sebe.
Yeah.
They want to know about your streets.
Oh,
Tshwantsho ba botse ka fair, tshwantsho be substantial. Lo ba botse. Skare no, skare motho mo ena re online I saw Cape Town and you're like, oh yeah, Cape Town no ke ko rona ke Mzansi. No. I say okay, Cape Town is Cape Town, but where I come from, substance.
Bazama kick out the Cape Town.
One tell one. Say substance, be substantial.
Yeah.
Somebody needs to know about STEM. That's why I've always been an advocate.
Yeah.
I don't run around now. I say it like it is. Where are you from? STEM Bater, go Hamanskral.
Our temper. We know that.
And also something like bro, before it's like I want to know this. I want to know this, from Lane, like being from where now?
Yeah.
Because not just around
Okay.
As the ancestors are the Muslim. Is Kabza from Stimvader?
I think it's safe at this point, given the information that I personally have. It is safe to say Kabza spent his time with Stimvader.
How many years?
I'm not sure how long.
Yeah.
And I didn't know the guy when he was
okay.
staying here, but I heard my cousin say we crossed paths or something like that. Ronakana at our time we were so, I think we were stubborn and self-centered. We were all about ourselves.
Sure.
So you wouldn't be able to identify anybody. Look, Kabza has roots from here.
Yeah.
If he's able to go on record and say Utseni Gomarotola.
Yeah.
Yes. But I don't think it's safe to say he's from here because if you go out there, Stoku now Mpuditse Street or Nanegalatella Kabza ko Mpumalanga.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know his story in that way.
Yeah.
Yes, majority of what he learned, he might have just learned it here. DJing, Aberegisa, equipment and all of that. Do you understand? But I think for now, let's not be too caught up in the idea or he spent his time here.
And also, I think like the best person to speak on this, Kikabs.
Kikabs and myself. But as you,
guy.
but I think for me right now, I would say Kimutwa Kantlil.
Because a lot of people from Klimago Alexander.
Oh,
Yeah.
so his
Mpumalanga, I don't think Babylon
his lineage is in Mpumalanga. It's more Alexandra. It's the last one. So it's up to him to speak. We can't really. Yeah, it's his thing, man.
Okay.
Yeah. But I claim him.
Sure.
I say, yeah, Corona. There's a full roots that thing. We love him, we respect him, and all of that. And what, am I right?
Sure, what? Yeah.
What,
Because, but man, this kid, man, ex-Dappy,
Okay.
Yeah, Ospana Maporisa, like the whole sound, yeah, maestro,
Come on,
Bastra, Dagadabo, what like Calampia or something like that. But we don't know once.
We don't know
this.
this.
Once set down.
Remember, the lawyer at the time.
At some point, yeah. Always. So now, I was alone. That's why I said I was alone. And now, not many people really know me.
Sure.
Yeah, those who know me are the ones who know me from when I started now appearing on TV and radio and all of that. About that interview. Because never want us fat mara now. No slam to natla wo tsore ki khao hello wa ko kai kai. Never itse ra o ra mo itseng fana ka.
Sure.
E fella da. You know, because I was always indoors.
Okay. Bro, Salabo Ropa, like in terms of the royalty.
Well,
and Bogai.
Okay.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. Okay, here's the thing about me. I can't say Kilega Robi.
Okay.
You know why I say that? I think it qualifies in a way. You know why? Nobody robbed me of my own money.
Okay.
What happened was that it is the story of myself, Libo DJ Choice.
Okay.
I can speak about it right now because I have a clear understanding of it. I've never really spoken about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So with DJ Choice, what was happening was that DJ Choice is an amazing businessman. Now, okay, maybe Baba Mbanal experience here is different, but now I respect that man.
Yeah.
Because in as much as he moved the way he moved, but he taught me in a very interesting way how to focus more on the business music.
Yeah.
What he did was, he if he doesn't compose the beat, he buys the beat.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
And buying a beat is possible. What you do is you negotiate with the producer, and then you pay them the money for the beat, and then contracts are signed. Okay, this beat is no longer. I have no rights on this song. I don't have anything.
Oh, okay, it's no longer mine.
Because
Yeah.
That's how DJ Choice moved. People don't know this, but it's the truth. You know, it's just that, you know, at this point in my life, I don't want to speak about names and what the truth is. But the truth is, most people failed only because at the time they didn't understand the business music or how does it move. So, but to have a royalty on the songs, because DJ Choice, what he did, he would buy the beat or make the beat and then write the song. Then he writes the song for you, you sing it. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Do you understand? You see, so when you're just a singer, you're a catalyst on the song.
So already that one now 25%.
I already royalty da.
Okay.
I already royalty. Remember, I said they account to beat composer and author. Right? The author.
Sure.
Is in songwriter, the person who wrote the song.
Okay.
The author and the composer, the music composer.
Okay.
Do you understand? So when now author as a singer, what happens? You just sing the song and then offer session fee how. And then they change. It's finally a guitarist. They just play the guitar and then baba for session fee bona. Bye bye.
Or you can only complain if like
you can only complain if ukwezi pin and then so some people that whose names we're not gonna mention, they lied about the reality of what happened.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
You understand? There's lies that have been told. You know? I'm not standing up for DJ Choice.
Yeah, I've heard.
He has his flops.
You
know, for the most part. I wasn't aware at the time. Okay, and that's where my publisher came to play. Because he found me and he was like, Decency, you need to stop letting these people write for you. You know how to write. You are good at writing. Write your own songs. Write your own song. Yeah, so I got robbed you in that sense. I just didn't know. But nobody has ever robbed me of my money. Never.
At least I know.
You'll get into trouble, like serious trouble, because I protect absolutely everything.
Sure.
Yeah.
So, bro, like, how much have you made, like, a music? Like, how much is it? In the six figures?
The sum or like in one instance.
Yeah, estimated through writing.
Through my entire career.
This thing.
You know, it's difficult to say because some of the money I haven't even received yet.
Okay.
I'm just going through the process of going back. I have to go back and or when I got mine.
Yeah.
You see the songs. You see the album that we were playing. Yeah. Some of these things we never really registered accordingly. Maybe the gents did.
Yeah.
But that's what I like about the people that I've worked with. Louis M songs. These are legends. Smash, Cat Max.
Yeah.
Me and Cat Max are actually from the same church. We were singing together.
Oh.
Yeah, you know, these are smart people that I've worked with, and at this point, I think we just need to go back and check, register everything. But yeah, it passes 6 figures, my man. It passes. Can I 6 figures again?
6 figures is like in the hundreds, thousand.
Yeah, it probably does. If you compile everything, I mean, get the royalty, get the gigs. You know, so not the sync licensing. Yeah, we've done it. I get it as a lump sum. It's like a cow, the royalty CD, the pattern. You know, that's crazy. Remember who gets my royalties. And I have to also convert it so that my son also gets a piece, but he's still young right now, you know. So it probably does.
Because then that's what Nas did go Still Meti who got say like the destiny or a great like
even the label.
So
Even my brand, my label, the registry of it, I actually want it. I consider it to be that it's in his name. It's just that for now, because he's young, I can't really be using his name. But literally, that's his. The reason why I started it is because of him. So I did that. Impartial Craft is a brand that is for my kid.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's like the largest the one you were like when you got the check you were like right.
Yo.
I can finally get those sneakers.
Yeah.
Or that car. I been sneakers.
So unfortunately for me, it has never really happened to be. Maybe it's some notes I did. Because these are my 15 somewhere there.
Sure.
You know, maybe it's a now for nothing licensing. I love it. Not for the most part.
Sure.
I release music at this point in time. That's why I feature for the most part. The features, I like doing features, but I will be doing my own album. I have to.
Body of work, we need that.
Yeah, I have to do it.
Sure.
But yeah, somewhere in the 30s, the 20s, it has come.
The hundreds.
Somewhere in the 30s, 50s, it has come.
As you said, DJ Choice or Raga beat.
Yeah.
So it no longer belongs to the composer.
To the composer, yes.
So I come to your studio, I pay for studio time.
Yes.
So Raga got the producer of the song.
Well, paying for studio time is not necessarily something that you can account to. You know, I think paying for studio time is more a matter of you now owning the masters. Yeah, that's it. It's not something that you would attribute heavily to a beat maker not getting their thing. You didn't buy the beat.
I mean the producer. I don't know what I know.
Yeah. No, the producer, he has to give you something. Okay, we might as well talk about it.
Yeah, like something so
we might as well talk about it. I didn't want to comment too much on that thing, right? At that time. Because you know these affiliations are very important.
Yeah, sure.
You know, I have at some point in my life, Nakwe who is Ali Uhuru. Maporisa remixed the song that I did, the DJ Choice.
Wow.
Okay. Do you understand?
Yeah.
I don't want to comment too much and then make it the relationship. But however, the reality of the matter is
if he is like studios I get like studios everything.
Yeah.
Technically you are the producer.
Yes.
So if you render studio time, if I pay,
you have rights. Then in that case you become don't look at it from a producer's point of view now. Because you become the part of the producers now. I agree you paid for your existence within one I can say if but if you pay, even some Kelo said it. Something so it. He said it. He was like, no, I paid for my masters. There's something that he pays.
Yeah.
You know, I did hear at some point over there are people that operate in a sense because they know who once we rap in Alabon, then it will pop about what's about refer something on the side.
Okay.
Do you understand? That's when you pay for your masters now. You become part of the people who own the masters if you contribute in any way to the creation of the song with respect to the site of the master. Sky level like the royalties.
Okay.
That's something that you own technically because you added something on the project. Yeah. Got the publishing rights to how. But the masters, it's an amoy as you heard, the producer, you become part of the producers in that sense. So you have rights in the masters. You are part and parcel of the decision making of what happens with the song.
Okay.
How do I get to own like the master of
you pay for everything.
for everything?
Yeah, you pay. Like you pay for you shift away from also let me explain it like this. I think this is best. You get your own studio.
That's the point.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Sure.
Get your own studio. Get your own studio and hemotanya go vichara. Or mine or okay shapa na mo get mo studio inside.
Oh, that's
Sure.
right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
That's how I have rights to all of these
Sure.
things. Yeah, no, I know. Yaskat.
Sure.
That's good. It's a project, papa.
You'll do it on
It's
your
a
own.
project. We can give it okay, sharp, please. Who has part of the master? I get it. I pay FLO sign. These digital audio
Sure.
workstations they are very smart.
Yeah, they are.
Because immediately once a recorder go in, home museta project el. When you read you want to produce edit ilwe. Go piecing yama. We check look at your properties.
Sure.
There is a metadata.
Metadata. Do you understand? So that's how you kill this vibe there or about to the master. Own your own studio, do your thing, go. Because it's a totally different story now. I guess it's a little go studio and something.
Yeah, and then the issue is something so to bro, because it's important also like Kopala like Leon with that saying get my home wrong, get my home right. Hey.
Okay. You know the problem with these issues is that unfortunately we were not there.
Yeah.
It is difficult to comment on it.
Yeah.
I know that something Soweto is well within his rights to contest. Because I posted this immediately. He thread I said, don't be quick to comment. We do not know yet. We just heard you know, we don't know the greater details. And more about about commentile ban to tlhasela something so it. A worrying about what's rena ke kwetse. Ke patetse. Ona le ntwe ke patetse ho irahalang. So it's difficult to comment. What I know is that he's well within his rights to comment about not being credited on the song. It's his voice. You heard his voice on the song. So how do you not put a person's name to show that he's featured on
Especially for his significant voice, like
you understand?
there's no way you can like a song, something so and not recognize.
So he is well within his rights because he has rights on the song. They should have credited him from the get-go. But at the end of the day, the business part of music is all about the communication between us who are involved in the song. You understand? That's the most important thing. Haru, a chance, split sheet series, and then man owner.
Yeah, I feel like what's like the major problem with this thing, music again. Like people wanna this thing no, Decency is my bro. One swap.
That's the problem.
No, one swap.
That's the problem.
Do the business first, and then one swap everything. Because sometimes it cannot go in a pro recipe.
Yeah.
One swap. And then now the song blows up, and then I wasn't expecting
it.
One swap. Now I start making demands on one swap. Why am I not getting one swap?
So from the get-go, it must be that now in this day and age, why find it difficult to succeed in the music industry. It's because they cater to the 20% of their career and they fail to cater to the 80%. That is the reality of how the music structure is. Your talent amounts to 20% of the entire thing. The rest is all about you going deep into the understanding of the business.
Sure.
Do you understand how much goes into that?
Yeah.
You have to focus on learning as much as you can. And Oscar stable. Don't be caught up in that thing your song popped somewhere. Big Osaira the nitty-gritty thing.
Sure.
You know, kids Vamo High, they are lazy to focus on that part.
Okay.
Most of them. The ones that I've dealt with, I try to put myself in a position of educating some people.
Yeah.
There's only a few.
Yeah.
There's only a few. By Longore, they actually grabbed into what it is that I. Yeah.
Okay. Bro, Bombs, another question.
Yeah, like, bro, did you go to school? Like after high school, after high school, did you go to?
Oh yeah. I tried my luck at entertaining the part. Yeah, my love for computers.
Okay.
So I did computer technical support. Yeah.
The reason I ask this is because like, come call along with like the talent of Mokasi, you can actually attribute it to that thing yes, you might be talented talent how we better to an extent no, I want to leave Sgela that great.
Yeah.
It's fine. But eventually you will serve.
You'll suffer.
The way you speak.
Yeah.
He's well versed in whatever he's saying.
Oh yeah.
Unfortunately, these niggas don't know these things.
They don't.
Contract. I'd consider myself to be somewhat smart, but that contract I did not understand it. So imagine somebody I don't want like Utu like a grade 9. I know. Now you are faced take a contract.
Yeah.
How do you respond to that?
At the same time, let's not think that the entire theme of education is what you pretty much need. I'm not saying people must not go to school. But literally coming into the music world doesn't mean you run away from the 3 important things within the music world. Ne? The ability to read, the ability to write, and the ability to research. They still play a major role in the music world. You need to be able to do that. Those are the fundamentals of you understanding the business of music. Coming to the music industry doesn't mean you run away from school. No. You can't run away from reading and writing. It's going to be there for the rest of your life. You need to have those expertise. You must know how to read these contracts. It's not science fiction. In this day and age, you guys are lucky. Because, there's so much information on social media. And it's right. There's true information there. All you need to do is just go to the music representative organizations. You go to Samro, the information is there on the website. You go, so that's where the reading part of you is important. Because not everybody is willing to now you have to now come to me and say, Brady, you understand? We are here at the end of the day. Luckily for children of today, we are literally here. We the people that had to go the extra mile to understand the business. I'm not as ignorant as I seem. I just keep to myself, but I'm a very cool guy. Wherever you meet me, you can just talk to me and say, yo, Ntusi. I do not mind. That's how my record label is structured. You don't sign anything under my label.
Unless you want to sign.
Yeah. No, you literally don't sign anything. I don't want anybody signing. I don't have enough money to sign anywhere. No. But I do have the information, the direction, the infrastructure. I do have that. I can literally make you your own manager, as I am my own manager. I don't have a manager. I literally just have a publisher. That's all I need in my life.
Okay. So, bro, we like I got post it was
okay, cool.
So, we're ready questions from our people,
okay.
From the tribe or the clan.
Okay.
So, the first one it comes from Offense. What's the real reason you didn't pitch for Hood Market Experience performance?
Ooh, okay. Yeah, so with Hood Market Experience, I had my own personal information, personal stuff happening. My son and his mother, they stay Kojoburg, you see?
Sure.
So we were experiencing like an issue that I don't really want to tap deep into. Yeah, there was problems involved in that regard. I couldn't come.
Sure.
this side, you know. But I will repeat it again, or you know what? I am fully supportive of anything that Nico Leo Fenze do.
Sure.
You know, if they will tell you Libona, I would like to believe that I played a little bit of a role in the unity, them coming together and communicating. You know, I made that type of thing happen. You know, it just so happens that, you know, at the time I was going through things, and I had promised to Rike.
You were a headline.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So even today I'm still very apologetic for that. I feel very bad. I feel embarrassed about that, you know, because Nico will tell you I appreciate him so much. Fenze will tell you I appreciate them so much. I just had my own thing happening that side, and I didn't really want to speak too much about it. And I did apologize on record. I emphasized that I support them fully. You know, that's an awesome initiative if you guys haven't realized.
It is, bro.
And I will definitely make sure that I come. And I just do my thing on stage, you know.
Yeah, because you do have the catalog also.
I will be there.
Yeah. I really, it's an apology that I still have to sit down with them and speak to them about. You know what? I truly do apologize for that.
Okay.
You know, and it didn't help also that recently I posted something and I had to delete it fast. Now I can mind the UTPR in the public and be embarrassed. You know, there was a misunderstanding in terms of something that I posted about how we've been doing favors for quite some time.
Oh, yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
We've been doing favors for quite some time, and then this thing, the favors, it didn't lend us anyway. So I think Offense and a friend of mine kind of took it in the wrong light because they attributed it to me not coming to that side. But what I spoke about at the time was more on yona really kamo studio ya hore re rapina just because I'm featuring, then you think you have the right to call me at a gig without giving me anything.
Yeah.
I was so angry at that because that's part of what they tend to do to me. Some of them anyway, you understand? So I wasn't attributing it to Hood Market Experience. I love the brand, and I'll definitely make it up to them for sure, 100%.
Shout out to
It is or
Shout out to Brady.
I was ready. Shout out to Branico.
Sure.
Nico is such a guys. Nico is such a passionate human being. He's always been showing this beautiful passion.
Yeah.
Where he's a creative in his own right. I call him a producer.
Yeah.
He's a producer in his own right. Like, he's incredible in his approach to everything, and it helps that combination I love and somebody else who's also passionate about pushing things. You know, like now for me, I would have wanted to be involved heavily in Hood Market Experience, but for me, I sat there and I looked at myself. I was like, you know, sometimes your destiny is merely to get people together and have them do something. And that has been my life for quite some time. I just so happened to link people, and then Bonaba is here from there, but I'm not taking too much credit from it. I'm just saying, you know, it's nice to see how their combination is working wonderfully. They are amazing together, and we're gonna see a great stuff from them with that Hood Market Experience and other things that I think they will be doing.
And then the second question from Lighthome, is it true he's the one who wrote Mngani by Aries?
Mngani by Aries.
Yeah.
Okay, so the Mngani by Aries situation is not a writing thing. I'm part and parcel of, I'm involved in my own way on the composition of the beat. So, with Ron, yes. Ron is one of the people that...
Legend.
Oh, you don't know. But I need him to say it. You know, sometimes you don't want to give yourself credits for things. But Ron will say it at some point. We have history, beautiful history in Nalena. So there, I'm merely involved in terms of avoiding copyright infringement, in terms of having utilized the actual sample.
The song.
Don't leave me, girl. So to avoid that, I had to sing some of the stuff there. In order for it to sound like the original. So that's how you avoid what about Kasaleka sampling. You recreate the very same thing. Hence, when I did right, he played it
Sure.
So if you replay it again, there's a way that you can avoid.
Yeah, I've heard about that.
Yeah, there's a way. Instead of taking the actual sample,
okay.
So in order to avoid that, he had to call me in so that I can sing that part. So in that regard, I'm involved in the creation of Umgani by Aries.
That was a hit.
Yeah. It was an incredible hit.
It's a hit.
Yeah, shout out to Ron. Ron is another gold that, I feel it needs to be celebrated.
Yeah, we
the stuff.
Don't play LA because
yeah.
it's from our hood.
Yeah, the stuff that he did with Ambitious.
Yo, it's crazy.
It's dangerous. Yeah. It's incredible. He's done a lot with Ambitious, and I must say that at some point he became some form of a thorn, an annoyance, but again, munang in my head in terms of how he was so interested in understanding a lot about the business, about all of that.
Oh yeah.
But at some point, like, he kind of sort of proved himself in a way, or maybe I should have given this guy more.
Yeah.
Because he went out there and then he just, and for him to even come back and be able to want to work with me again, it says a lot about his character.
Yeah.
So that's one of the guys that I think we should show a lot of respect to.
Give flowers. Yeah. And then this one is from PJ Bonsu. The song he did with Louis M songs called Going Away.
Yeah.
How did that song come about? It's still my favorite to this day. It gives me goosebumps.
Oh.
And I also want to work with him.
Okay. Yeah, he can inbox me in terms of working.
Yeah.
He sounds like somebody who already knows.
Yeah.
How to get to me in terms of inboxes, ne? So we can talk about that. And then Going Away, there's a hip hop part of me, I guess. In my life where I produced and sang in a lot of hip hop. With hip hop, I approached it in a different way. Negutwela story side the rapper.
Yeah.
And then I just grab onto that and sing.
Oh,
okay.
Whatever. Like ki from the Vesta one, and then I write the chorus based on that. So it came about in the form of the people who can actually speak more about the hip hop part of things, give on the rappers on the songs, because they inspire me to. I'm very good with entertaining your story.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, all I need is your verses. How you put the verses in. Now from there I take it and I do my own thing, and then it becomes a beautiful thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And then this one, Barata from Hemerson. When did he decide to make a switch from hip hop to Amapiano, and what led to that?
Okay, so it is not necessarily a switch like that. It wasn't a switch like that, but I can say I've been doing hip hop for the longest time.
Yeah.
And I felt like as a singer, you can't just block yourself into that sphere. And now I wasn't even known guy hip hop.
Yeah.
I used to do a lot of acapellas. No need for a beat, just my voice alone and all of that.
Yeah.
So it was just it is a thing of exploring in my life.
Yeah.
I'm an explorer in music. So I don't call it a switch to Amapiano.
Yeah.
I call it the continuation of being a creative.
Yeah.
I've been doing house music for the longest time.
Yeah.
So the reason why I got into Amapiano though is because myself, and it's funny, I've been blessed with Louis. There's Louis M songs, and then there's Louis Lunch.
Oh, okay.
So Louis Lunch is the king of broken beat. Yeah, that's my boy. So at some point we united, and then as we were living together and doing music together, at some point we hated Amapiano.
Yeah.
There was
people.
Yeah, we hated Amapiano. There was a point where Amapiano neinali ogene. And I had to listen to 2 hours of a live performance mix by MFR Souls.
Yeah.
Kopeli. And it was only that. And for me, I took to Facebook and I was like, it was years back. I took to Facebook and I was like, the only reason why I don't like Amapiano is because I feel like a vocalist can't do anything because that organ is everywhere.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm a fan. I take a book absa, I take a bobotli.
Yeah.
Libo Calvin Fallo, the guys that were pushing the.
And apparently Calvin Fallo is like the guy.
Yeah. You know, and I remember one of the MFR Souls guys was like, to hear that coming from you is a bit disappointing. Yo, I nearly got into serious trouble for that at the time. Yo. Because you know, but at some point in our lives we had decided, you know what, let's just show. Me and Lunch, we decided let's just show we can do this. We can do this Amapiano thing, and that's when it was transitioning from organ to now adding vocals. Right. So then, come 2019, we, as we were busy trying to figure out this thing or the guy approach, Java's the DJ. If you don't know Java's the DJ, he's one of the most incredible producers that I'm up here. He's very good. Now he's up there now. You know, you will see him eventually because I know, he's in the hands of Bobara, Oscar, and all of that. So, Shumaela is my first, I think, official, powerful piano song, and it just so happened to blow up hard. Hard. It was shocking. That's when me and Lunch were like, we can do this piano thing. Let's try it. You know, that's my first most successful Amapiano song, and it's crazy because Cleo and I am at home.
Wow, that's crazy.
Then 2019, November I release. I release lockdown. That's the sad thing about my story, Shumaela. I never got a chance to perform that song till this day. You understand? But shout out to Major League DJs. They formed a part Yahore Pinelai Pushi. Shout out to Devin Gogo as well. Shout out to Fed Cook and Mahuta. Shout out to, at some point I would say shout out to Aus Bonang because she at some point danced to that song. But the Major League DJs were playing the song. And she danced to it and I made it for like you know,
shout out to that person
shout out to the person who showed the video. Because those things those things made the song blow up very hard. Browskido, I mentioned playlisting high. We were sending the voiceover. We didn't get to perform it, unfortunately. That said, I must say that I didn't make much money from that song. That's the painful part about it. But it's fine. Because now I can tell you that I have a song with Major League DJs. I can tell you that I have a song with Simnandi Records, Jaivan. I have a song with Boquish SA. Then something is coming up with them too. Something is coming up with most of these guys that are in the music. Baba Ribitang, they call me Grotman. What the hell? Like when do TRP says to me, hey, something, and you're like, what? You know, the kids of today still acknowledge you as something of substance, and that is why you kind of sort of stay relevant. You know, and I work with them, and there's so much that is coming up in terms of the Amapiano part of things. You know, so the reason I got into Amapiano is because it's one of the things that one can do in music, so it's fine. You know what I mean? So that's pretty much it.
Bro, like now I would love to hear you like working with Ralph Gam. Like I love like production Ralph Gam.
And it's
feel
possible.
Like you guys can do like magic. Like,
and it's possible. I think in this day and age it's possible. I believe I made more of a name for myself cast Deep and Soulful House. The catalog Deep and Soulful House. Even now I'm working with a king, a legend of Deep and Soulful House music. I'm talking somebody who rubs shoulders little who what? This man Ari wants to work with me. He's in the States. Do you know the Summer Breeze song?
Summer Breeze.
Won't you
Summer Breeze.
The owner of that song. I am literally working with him. He's part of my mentors. We already have a song together. And the crazy things are gonna happen in 2025. I can't speak about them now, but let me just say I'm gonna be presenting Stengbatere internationally. I generally look, my story is like this. It's Stengbatere first, then it's Hammanskraal, then it's Pretoria. So I literally represent Stengbatere. I don't even play around about it. You will hear me when I speak. Now I get fabricating and I'm serious. You understand? So everything that I do internationally and all of that I'll be doing, Yeah, I'll be doing it for that. So Ralph Gum is possible.
Yeah, no.
It's possible. It's just a matter. Yeah.
You must make it
Ah,
happen.
I'm saying. And wait, see Mashoba.
Yeah.
Mana Mashoba.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Mashoba told Ralph Gum straight up.
Yeah.
I want you to work with this guy.
Wow.
He even sent me something. I couple of sent it to Maram Botsarbona. Ralph Gum ratile pinas at Decency. Something might just happen.
Sure.
So shout out to him as well.
Sure.
He's been supporting me for forever.
Sure.
He stands up for me like nobody's business. I was shocked.
Sure. Nah, shout out to him.
Shout out to him.
Bro, also like my favorite song is Alos Panamoyo. Like and I didn't know that it was you. Because like like it's crazy, bro. The album I think maybe I was like doing my third year.
Oh yeah.
Let's say like Peanut Butter, like is one of my favorite rappers. Like so I'm like, album, let me just listen. And I'm like, I love this song, bro. Like, and I don't know why I love the song. And it's so it's simple, but like the melody
it's very
is like,
simple.
yo, bro, one swara.
Yeah.
So the intro, like I love the intro, and also like beautiful. How did those two songs come about?
So how he approached me was a matter of You're Not Beautiful. Yeah. So Beautiful is a beat that was made by somebody else. Yeah. So we started off with that one. And then I was busy trying to produce for the concept Agaya Blank Canvas. Yeah. Which is a project that I'm busy with. Now I'm a more neo-soulish, lo-fi, jazzy, new jazz vibe. That's my thing. Okay. If ever I'm gonna release an album, it will be there. Yeah. So the reason why it got to be called Peanut Butter is because of the beat. He had he had lyrics. I had the beat and I made that beat for myself. Yeah. I was like, yo, I'm taking this one. Yeah. What? Yeah, I'm taking it, send it. Sure. I made a Peanut Butter. Already Nainali the harmony like structurally everything. So yeah, that one was produced by me. Yeah. Well, composed by me. These terms. It was composed by me musically, and then he took it, and then that's when he was like, finally I have a right name for the album. It's Peanut Butter, and it's inspired by this. So we've been working together since then.
Oh, the beat is crazy. Like Usman say, more beating bro.
Fruity Loop all the way.
Like yo, it's crazy.
Kodzki.
And it's for 2 minutes, ne? 2 minutes, like it's like an intro, bro.
Yeah,
it's like intro album, bro.
Funny enough, is it ne? Sure. Mola hona le di print tsa go hae. Sure. Hona le di yeah. Hona le di print, hona le di teeny tse. I'm very creative. Sure. So like I was just having fun. I'm a very chilled, neo-soulish person. So that's what I wanted to bring into life with that. Sure. So yeah.
I think I'm prepared for the mad when I wish for the
you must.
Sure.
And it's dangerous, by the way.
So it's bro, I rap and let's play like a game. Usually like when we have like the vocalist, like on our show, we want them to say like but no, it's fine. Okay. No, talking about two. I got around what?
Yeah.
The last person I played is Soul Man. Soul Man on top. So let's play.
Shout out to Soul Man.
Yeah, shout out to him. Let's play.
Shout out to Soul Man.
Choose one, lose one. Then I'm gonna give you two artists, and then you're gonna choose one and lose one.
Okay.
Ron Epidemic or Louis M. Choose one, lose one.
Okay, by virtue of really having powerful history and having been part of his life for the longest and seeing him grow hard. Yeah. I would say Ron must go. For no other reason but the fact that, I mean, my association with Louis and understanding him is powerful. Okay. So Ron must go. Okay. Yeah, Louis M songs. Shout out.
DJ Dalos or Tumza?
Dalos, all the way.
Dalos.
Shout out to Tumza.
Yeah.
I know he's good, but Dalos.
Okay.
Yeah, there's something about Dalos, man.
Okay, Envy or Blacklist?
Envy.
Sure.
Envy.
Denable.
Yeah.
Sure.
Envy all the way.
Okay. Kabza or Kelvin Momo?
Kelvin. The reason why Kelvin, I think for me, Kelvin is like, he's just inspired by the same things that I love. So I relate so much with his music. So definitely Kelvin is very good. It's dangerous.
Okay. Tandiswa Mazwai or Simply Dana?
Tandiswa all the way.
Okay,
bye-bye.
don't leave me hanging, bro.
Oh, sorry. yeah. Thandiswa all the way. Thandiswa is an incredible vocalist,
Bro,
my
it's
man.
crazy.
Yeah, spiritual vocalist.
Yes. Nati or Vuzinova?
Ah, my man.
Or Natura, Professor, okay.
That one is difficult. I'm not necessarily fond of either one of them musically. But okay, for the sake of, comparing the two, I would say Nati's chilled vibe and approach to music is something I would relate to. So Vuzinova must go.
Okay. Zonke or Kelly Kumar?
Kana zonke. Yo.
Hey, Kana Zonke, bro.
Sorry. I want to have a song in mind.
Yeah.
So,
Feelings and stuff.
yo, Kelly Kumar is a diva, my man. No, not diva in a. Yeah, but she's a queen. Like she's Madonna type of vibe. She's she's a queen in that sense. So definitely Kelly Kumalo vocally. Songwriting wise, hey. Yeah, Zonke is all the way. But
even the sister was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, the sister.
Yeah.
Cat Marks or Decency?
Cat Marks or Decency?
Yeah.
Cat Market Essentially, you're talking about people who have been together.
Sure.
And we pretty much understand each other very well.
Yeah.
Me and Cat.
Yeah.
I know how to make music for Cat. He knows where exactly I belong musically.
Yeah.
So for the sake of the love that I have for the man and the faith that I have in his career, I would say Decency must go. And shout out to Cat Max. That's just me showing love to him,
Sure.
So Decency must go.
Sure.
Cat Max.
Okay. And bro, thanks for pulling up.
No,
we
not a
appreciate
problem.
your presence. We didn't touch a lot of things. Hopefully we're going to have
we probably need to do
part two on Swara. So probably like later. It's already later this year. It's a lot. Sure.
Hey, there's a lot. Shout out to him. That's my product. One. That's my boy.
So
shout out to him.
We must have like a part two, maybe early next year or later.
Whenever.
Next year,
Look,
let's go J when I'll jail over and then we can
or
finish
any
something.
updates the music business.
Any updates.
If you have enough updates.
Yeah.
Because like now the youth need more information.
Look, I really want to encourage every single one of the kids more high or look. See me as an ally, see me as a friend, see me as the encyclopedia that you might just need in your life, in your music career, to start looking at the music world, your music life as a business instead of the artist that you think you are. You're not an artist, you're a musician. Don't go around. Artists are people that things are done for. And if you are able to get into studio and write your own song and know which producer to work with in order to get your music right, then you're not an artist, you're a musician. Nobody takes decisions for you. You literally do that yourself. So you need to understand the business, and I am here for that. I'm more than happy to help anybody. You must just be willing, because not many of you guys are willing.
And they must not call you ancestor.
The ancestor. But I'm still youth, guys. I'm still youth, but I respect it because I understand where it's coming from. We've been in this music thing, like I have a decade and a half now.
No, that one was disrespectful.
You think it was disrespectful?
I was here.
Well, how do you justify somebody as an ancestor? Is it somebody who's no longer active in the music business now and he used to have music back then, or is it somebody who's still, I don't know, what is an ancestor?
No, the argument was they know more about the music than everyone, like from
the past. No.
They know more.
And judging from, I get it, he played songs. He played you guys' songs.
Yeah, and I couldn't tell him.
And now when I came here, you guys, they were playing you guys projects. And that's like a huge.
And those are old.
And I'm not saying this because you are here. But only difference say bye. And I'm like, hey, some things you should just keep to yourself.
You can't go around telling yourself that you you know best just because umutwano. Especially if when we look at your catalog and your career, we don't see anything that we can attribute to your relevance right now. So you're not even common in any way, but you go around speaking in particular ways.
What are inbox?
You know? I will
Nah, bro. Thanks for pulling up, guys. Any last words so that we can wrap? Last words.
Thank you for having the decency to come here.
Yeah. Not a problem. Not a problem.
Jay, last words.
And I'm happy with all the information.
Yeah. There's more. There's more.
more.
We'll
Yeah.
do
Part 2
Yeah.
Black man. So whatever I just part, I got visuals.
Yeah.
We did speak.
Sure.
We'll see how we move around with that one.
Yeah,
It's not a problem.
bro, thanks for pulling up.
No problem. It's my honor. Thank you for having me, guys.
Sure.
I'm leaving my blessings. I do believe that from here on, I'm hoping that the guys back at Spanal on that side will see this. I will post it. I'll support. I'll show love. I'll make sure that they see you guys. Blessings to you guys.
Bro, even from here, even the sky's not the limit.
He has to pull.
Clement, come. Everybody must come. I'll tell them to come.
Sure.
No, he will come. He will come. All of them will come.
They must also subscribe.
Because So guys, we've come to the end of the podcast, the interview from me to Lani Tuna to Just Bones to Jay to Decency to Black Man to Sister. We are out. Please like, share, subscribe, guys. We're out. Peace.